Well, you may remember in the previous video, one of the previous videos, that we found this outside. It's supposed to be connected to the end of that for the pressure washer. Well, I untangled it all, and what did I find? I found that the whole thing has not even connected to here. Brilliant. Another project to completely pull this thing apart now and rewire it. Lord, give me strength, please. Well, the first thing we've got to do is take it apart. So we'll disconnect this. The screws on the back, just so we can get to the inside of it. Oh dear. Torx heads. Well, there's the first slight problem. All the screws are Torx heads, and they're quite deep. I don't have any Torx screwdrivers. Not that long anyway. Gonna have to improvise. Well, 1 1/16 Allen key. Bingo! Got the first one out, and it's actually got a tiny little slot in it for like a flathead screwdriver, as long as it's not too big. So, gonna try that. As it turns out, only one of them had a slot in it. And yes, I'm sweating. It's starting to get warm. It's going to be like 30 degrees today here in Perth. Beautiful. This one here, no slot. Keep going. First bit's come off. This one here does not want to come out. Little needle file, point on it, see if we can get the dirt out. Nope. Yep, just completely jammed in with dirt, so we'll clean that out and it should be good. Cleaned out, and now it's nice. Okay, what do we have? Electrical connection going into what is the sealed unit, and the wire goes straight in, which is obviously going to connect to the motor. So we'll take that out now and have a look. I remembered also, this on-off switch doesn't work anymore, so we'll suss that out while we're at it. Well, I got it out, which is pretty easy. Not sure about the switch yet. The idea is though, is to get this shell off and then have a look. Let's see what we can do. Well, there it is. I've got two wires that connect to it. The neutral and the active. See if I can find another lead or fix this up. Well, as it turns out, I actually have a packet of terminals, so I can just put brand new ones on the end of the lead and just hook it back in. Got a crimper, wire stripper, we're set to go. It's got a screw gland on it. Of course, the one ring spanner that I need to undo this still hasn't been found by my teenager. Use the original wire to mark where the gland's going to go. That's it, locked in place. Just be careful not to cut all the way through it, because you don't want to mark the ones that are basically just scoring the outside. Voila. There are the wires. Two terminals. And crimp it. Put that in place. Wire in. Crimp. Voila. Beautiful. Lovely. Switch. Look at the switch while we're at it. Well, starting to get a little, looks like it's starting to get a little complicated to start pulling this out. I'm going to spend another couple of minutes on it, but otherwise it might just be a switch on and off at the wall, as it has been. Well, I got it apart. It wasn't really that hard at all. And it's a pretty simple kind of system. You can see through here. Little plastic tabs in here which push onto here, which then connects and disconnects. Now both these sides had quite a bit of carbon build up, so I've cleaned that off. But what I've noticed is these have obviously heated up and they've melted the inside of those two little tabs there. So I'm just going to work out a way, if there's possibly a way, just to build them up just a little bit, because they've melted down, and hence when you turn this, they don't move. Sometimes I think I come up with harebrained ideas, but like I said, the plastic's melted, so I need to increase the height. So I can't increase the height of the plastic, so I've just increased the height of the actual terminal. It's probably 2-3 mil. It should be enough. We'll put it in. I'll do the other one and we'll test it. Great success! Off, on, off, on. You can see it just there going up and down. Off, on, off, on. It worked. Who knew? Put it back together and see if it actually works. Well, put it all back together. Plug's on, it's plugged in, it's turned on. All I gotta do now is test this switch. Ready? I know this is not ideal, but I don't want to put it all together and then find out it doesn't work. Oh! Hey! Look at that! Switch works. The water's on, the power's on. Here we go. Works. Well, that's the pressure washer back together. Now working, switch works, everything's good. Yeah, it leaks a bit of water, but it did before. So I got to get cleaned up. I got a gig tonight. Got to get out there and do my thing. And we'll continue on with more projects very soon. Oh yeah, I know. The Mazda 3 is still there. I've made some phone calls, so I'm just waiting to find out if some wreckers will take it. And then once that's out, even better. Yeah, the bench is it's a whip, a work in progress. Anyway, later people.